Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss about the builder design pattern. So what is the builder design pattern? The builder design pattern is the creational design pattern designed to provide the flexible design solution to the various object creation problem in the object-oriented software. Separate a construction of the complex object from its representation so that the same construction process can create the different representation. The process of the construction an object should be generic so that it can be used to create a different representation of the same object. So we will take one example. Suppose I have to build a house, right? And I have different requirement building the house with garage, building the house with swimming pool, building the house with fancy statue, and building the house with the garden. So I will create a class of the house, and I need to create the different constructor, right? To create the house object, right, with the swimming pool, with the garden, or with the fancy statue or garage. So I need to create the different parameter with the constructors. That would be the overload constructor. So that requirement can change and multiple different type of the house is required. So I need to create multiple constructor and different type of the parameter it will pass. So when I will create a object, the house with the swimming pool, I need to pass the parameter in the constructors, the swimming pool related parameter, right? But rest of the like garage or fancy statue and garden parameter will be blank or null, right? So this will simply, if you're trying to create the object, right, in different object, it will be very difficult. So through the builder design pattern, we can simplify this of creating the different object. We'll take one more example. This pattern is used by the fast food restaurant. So if you see that this customer, right, cashier is the director and restaurant cookie is the builder. Okay. So when we give the order, right, for the kids meal, can return, right? So build the burger, right, and build any other like Coke, fries, okay, and track and build, and you can get the meal. If you want to build a software, right, and that accept the customer detail and store them into the database, the customer is shown in a form that they accept the mandatory and the optional field. Okay, the mandatory field is we have just considered the first name, last name, primary email, primary mobile number, and your country name. Is the mandatory field for the customer on the form. And some of the optional field is there on the form, that is the middle name, secondary email name, secondary mobile number, and postal code. Okay. When you create a customer class with the mandatory and optional attribute, okay, listed above, we create a constructor that accepts the above attribute, right? When you create the object of the customer, at that time we need to when you create the object, we need to call the constructor, right? Since some of the constructor are optional, so we need to pass the null or blank value, right? So that attribute we don't want to use. So if you don't want to use any attribute, that we need to pass it blank, right? The builder design pattern lets create an object step by step without passing the value to the constructor. So here we can see that this is the customer object, and here we some of the mandatory field and some of the optional field. Okay. So what is the class diagram? You can see that. So we have the product, actual product, and we need to create it the builder. That will be the interface or abstract class. Okay. And then that builder we need to implement to the concrete builder. Okay. And it will that concrete builder will return the product. Okay. So get result will return the product, whatever the product will be. Okay. And director is responsible for the coordinate. So we'll see that here the what are the like the key things are involved in this, like director, builder, create builder, and product. Okay, so we'll see here what is the use of the product. The product class define the type of the complex object that is being generated by the builder pattern. So this is the actual the product that is going to build it. Okay, then what is the next builder? The builder class define the type of the complex object that can be generated by the builder pattern. Each step is generally abstract as the actual functionality of the builder is carried out in the concrete subclasses. Okay, so this builder that could be the interface or abstract class, and that will be used in the concrete subclass as a concrete subclass. And get product method is used to return the final product. The builder is often replaced with the simple interface. Now we'll see that what is the concrete product. So in the concrete product, we will inherit the builder, right? That is the builder is nothing but the interface or abstract class. Okay, so concrete product, there may be any number of the concrete builder classes, okay, inherited from the builder. These classes contain the functionality to create the particular complex object. Now we'll see that what is the director role in this. So director class control the algorithm that generates the final product object. Director object is instantiate, and it construct the method is called. Okay, and method input the parameter to capture the specific concrete builder object that could be used to generate the product. And director then call the method of the concrete builder in the correct order to generate the project object. On the completion of the process, the get product method of the builder object can be used to return the product. Now we'll see that what is the advantage of the builder design pattern. So there's no doubt the number of the line of the code will increase when you create the build when you write the code for the builder right design pattern. Okay, and at least it will be the more number of the line will be there, but the effort pay off in terms of the design flexibility and much more readable code. The parameter of the constructor are the reduced and the provided a highly readable chain method call. This way, there is no need to pass the null or option parameter to the constructor while creating the instance of the class. It provides better control over the construction process. It supports changes in the internal representation of the object. It provides a clear separation between the construction and the representation of the object. I have created one Delphi sample code to explain it how the builder design pattern work. Okay, so let's go and see the code. So here I have created one of the one class T house class, and in this T house class, this is the basically it will be called as a product kind of that I've explained in the theoretical part. Okay, so this is the object we are going to create. So a new house with a different parameter, we can say that it's a different house house object we are going to create. This is the what actually will achieve it from this builder design pattern. So how will able to create the object of the key house class with the different like parameter that will see it right, and with the help of the builder interface, right, concrete builder and director class will able to achieve this. So for this, I have created one of the builder interface, and in this interface, I have given the two method, right? So that is one is the large house, building the large house and building the small house, and one is the get result that will result the get result of the house class. Okay, so house class object it will return it. The next is the next class is the concrete builder class. So the concrete builder class, I will inherit the iBuilder interface. Okay, so here I'm inheriting the iBuilder interface in this class. So I have to give the definition of all the method, okay, that is available in the iBuilder. And similarly, I am creating the second tbuilder 2 class, okay, and this also I am inheriting the iBuilder. So that is called the concrete builder class, okay. Now similarly, all the three methods I need to give the definition here that is available in the iBuilder interface, okay. The next is the director class. So what we are going to do, the director class will write the logic to construct the house, okay. So in this constructor, we will pass the parameter builder of type iBuilder, okay, interface. Now let's see that. So what I'm doing here in the house class, if you see that I'm just creating the create constructor, I'm just creating the one of the pre-string list object here, okay. So this is the part of pre-string list type. Whenever add, we will add it in this, okay. You can see that when we're adding, we will add into this part. Now next is the display, okay. So we will just display it from the list. And so into the this is the memo the control. In this memo control we will display the all the information, okay. The next is the iBuilder interface that we are implementing into the house builder 1 and house builder 2, right. So house builder 1, we need to give the definition of the these three method, right, and it will create the object of the house class and return it. So for this house it will return the different, right, the object, right. For the this house it will create the constructor and it will return the different the object of this house. Now let's see that. So what is the definition I have given here for the builder one? If you see that, just I have written the message, the new large size house built with most expensive interior, okay. And the next method is the build house small size, just I have given the different message, okay. Similar way, if you see that, and the create constructor, we are creating the t house object, okay. And next is the get result. What we are doing, get result, get result. We are just returning that the object of the house, right. So whatever we are building, okay, on the t builder one class, we are just returning to the get result method, okay, the house object. Now we'll see that. So similar way for like this is the one house and this is the second house. So here we will get the one house object with the different features, and here we will get the different house with the different feature. So we'll just see that what we have given the message in the second builder, okay, house class. So in the build house large size, here the message is different because we want to build the different no, the house with a different feature. Okay, so build the house with the garage and the swimming pool, and when we are building the small size house, the beautiful house built with the garden and fancy statue. And what we are doing finally in the direct class. So we are passing the parameter is the interface type, okay, in this constructor. And what we are doing, the builder dot build house large size. We are just building the both the kind of the house. Okay. Now we need to call this constructor, right? So that our build house will build the house and return the object of type house. So now I've created here the one the client right, and in this form just I have taken the memo and the button to build the object. What I'm doing, just created the object of the T house. So what I'm doing, the builder one and builder two is the I builder type. Okay, through two variable director variable of the type T director and house one and house two of the T house type. Okay. Now I'm creating the object of the builder or sorry director class, and then I'm the house builder one and house builder one object I'm creating and assigning to the builder one and builder two respectively. Okay. The next what I'm doing, I'm just director the construct. What I'm doing, I'm passing the interface, right? So builder one I'm passing. Okay. And now then once I pass this builder one, right? After that builder one dot get result I'm getting, and this is the house one and house one dot display. Right. So if you see that what is the display, it will go and display whatever the house one is built, right? So house one is built is what it will be, it will actually call these two method and it will return the object, right? Similar way in the builder 2, right? I'm calling the builder 2, and then similar way from the build 2, what I'm doing, the build 2 is what, it's the I builder interface type. Okay, and I'm passing this build 2, I'm creating the constructor. Okay, after director class dot director class object dot constructor. Okay, and then I'm calling the get result of this build to house is will display the result. So we'll run this one, and after that just finally I'm filling the object. If you run this, you'll get the object here, the house with the different features. Just click on this, you will get the output, the new large house, right? Built with the most expensive interior, new building, new beautiful small size house built with the welcoming front garden. Okay. The next object is getting created with the different, right? The house interior and the different features actually. The house built with the garage and the swimming pool, and the beautiful house is built with the garden and the fancy statue, right? So this is the one method we are getting. This is the second method. Two method is getting called for this object. For this object, also two method is getting called. So what the builder pattern actually we are achieving here, through the simple code we are able to, right, create the different object of the product. So this is all about the builder design pattern. Hi everyone.